Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach of Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the yeet of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. From gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome back to another Wednesday night with your Sports Life Talk crew. Man, it feel good. Tonight we're going to do a watch party. Tonight we got the Aces and the Liberty playing on in the background. We're just going to let our hair down and have some fun tonight. Hopefully we will have our third member of the crew join us here shortly. But if this is your first time to the program, welcome. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, rocking alongside my brother from another oh, there it is. Rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the head coach, KT. How you feeling today, Kev?
I'm feeling great now that we got Ms.Manhattan on. I thought she wasn't going to make it. She just tried to make that late arrival so when she come on, people will notice her, B. Jones.
Yeah. Everybody go see her. Everybody go like, oh, yeah, she popped in right in the middle of the show. What is that, a Quantum Mania t-shirt on?
No. It's even better. You ready?
Let me see what that is. Oh my goodness, he back too. We might have to talk a little Odell Beckham here tonight. But if y'all see her below, she's showing off her favorite sports crush. We got Ms.Manhattan in the building. How you feeling today, Ms.Manhattan?
I am good. I was a little worried because I was having technical difficulties, but here I am.
Here you are.
Happy to see y'all as always every Wednesday.
I know, right? We've been doing this for a while. I don't know what we would do without our Wednesdays. Well, this is what we need right now. If you are watching this on Facebook or Twitter X, is that the official name of it? Twitter X? What is it called? Just X?
It's just X,
formerly Twitter.
But it's weird when you talk about it because, like, if you're talking about a tweet, what do you say? Do you
it's an X?
Call it okay?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I got a confession. Every time somebody send me a video, I be like, "Oh, because that X come across." I be wondering if they sending me something inappropriate. I be like, Lord, I hope this ain't nothing triple X. let me make sure my wife don't see this. No, for real, that X be throwing me off. But if y'all are watching it from any of our different streaming platforms, make sure y'all come join us on YouTube so you could be a part of the conversation, be a part of the community. But in a two-way dialogue, hopefully we got some good stuff tonight as you are watching your Aces and your Liberty battle it out for the WNBA championship. We still gonna try to keep y'all entertained with some laughs, some smiles. Have a good time here tonight. Y'all ready to go to work?
Oh, I stay ready, man. Let's go.
All right. Well, it is episode 199. We are supporting and we are celebrating our cover athlete, Nolan Ryan. We're paying homage to Nolan Ryan as we have the Texas Rangers battling it out with the Houston Astros. We couldn't think of a better way now that we got the Houston-Dallas rivalry going. One of the most influential pieces in that rivalry has been Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, the Texas tornado with a cannon for an arm, is the stuff of baseball legend. His fastball was so ferocious that it had its own zip codes. The man threw fireballs and batters stood at the plate like they'd accidentally wandered into a dragon's den. Ryan's arm was like a medieval catapult, launching baseballs into history. He once struck out a herd of cows just by practicing in a field. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but 7 no-hitters aren't. That's right, 7. That's like having 7 rabbits pulled out of a magician's hat, except it's a baseball glove. And there was nothing magical about facing him on the mound. So join us as we honor the great Nolan Ryan.
The great Nolan Ryan. Man, I was reading that this dude and got up to 108 miles per hour before in the past. Now, I actually grew up a Nolan Ryan fan, man. When I was a little kid, that's what we all wanted to be like Nolan Ryan, because he was throwing that pure heat. It was just straight gas back then. Nobody had seen him clip those types of numbers. But when Nolan Ryan became a legend to me was when he whooped Robin Ventura right there on the mound. I mean, he put it on Ventura. That was a classic moment, and I super appreciate that. All right, so for a Sports Life Talk t-shirt, we got a little trivia here today for everybody. We have trivia every Wednesday night, so if you're a trivia buff, you need to come hang out with us on Wednesday nights too. But tonight's trivia is going to be Nolan Ryan. He's been the GM. First off, his jersey's retired for 3 organizations, but he's been actually the GM or president of the Rangers as well as the Houston Astros. But my question to y'all is, he's actually got some ownership in some minor league teams. Give me the name of the 2 minor league teams that Nolan Ryan is a co-owner of. All right, Kevin, that's a good question. You like that one?
Yep, because I definitely don't know the answer to that.
Not too many people. Google knows it. So the people out there who Googling it right now, shame on you. But Google know the answer. So hopefully we'll get some here pretty soon. All right. Well, let's keep this thing rolling. We can't have a show without our playmakers. Uh-oh, you ain't gonna hit it today, Kevin. You was on it last week, man. It's all hot now. It's all hot. We turned the furnace up in this thing. All right, man. But just for those of anybody who's watching this, we are at 39-30. This is halftime, so y'all can share it. Y'all can kick it with us during the halftime of the big game. And a fun fact: Nolan Ryan was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1999, solidifying him as one of the best pitchers in the history of the sport. And KT, I apologize. I just realized I read the wrong fun fact at the wrong time.
It doesn't matter, man. We got that fun fact out of there.
We got that fun fact out. So let's get this thing going on. All right, KT, man, we've been working hard on the You Got Next platform. It's a tremendous blessing. We've seen so much growth. The year 2023, the takeover season is what we called it. We knew for a fact that we were going to get out in the streets, and it is just absolutely been amazing. But KT, we've been putting it in, working on Sundays, working on our off time, editing shows. But tell us, man, who tell us You Got Next lineup for the week, sir.
All right, so we had Zania Saka, who plays for Team Durant. She's with Sidwell too, right?
Sidwell Friends, #1 team in the nation.
She's a baller. I think she's about 6'4", 6'3".
Hey, she's 6, whatever she want to be.
She is a monster. Then we got locally Paris Bradley from Hebron, but she committed to La Tech. B. Jones, go ahead and throw it up.
Louisiana.
And then today we dropped Haley Swain. She is from, I want to say, Holy Innocents.
Holy Innocents, but she's also a representative of our country.
Yep, Team USA, and then she's going to be playing for Stanford. She's already committed there. Tomorrow, we got Coach Nico Summerfield from Rock Hill.
Rock Hill.
Rock Hill got some of the dopest colors in the nation. And on Friday, we're going to finish it out with Terry Barber, a dope receiver that you don't know about, but you should, from Justin F. Kimball.
Yeah,
that's our playmakers. That's our playmakers for the week, B.
Yeah, we had a monster lineup this week, and I'm gonna tell you, we kicked it off real strong. We've been holding on to some of these All-American young ladies, and now we started. When we tell y'all like, hey, we've been rocking with All-Americans. We got some of the best in the business. Now y'all can see it just in the come to life. But guess what? We reloading, and next week gonna be crazy as well. We already kind of talking about who we gonna drop next week. Just trust me, more All-Americans are still to come. All right,
so Jones, was that the correct answer?
No, he is not the co-owners Washington Senators in the Colt 45s. Good try, though, Mel. Good try, though, Mel. Let's give Mel a round of applause. All right, let's take this thing. Local business. Do we have a local business today?
No local business, but I will say this is, let me see. We have like 5 or 6 days left of the fair. The State Fair of Texas, y'all know, it only comes once a year, and it's here for like 22 days or something like that. So we're in the final days. So y'all make sure y'all go and check it out and try all of the featured food that they got this year.
Is it anything good? Is it some good featured food or?
I haven't been yet. So I know that they have fried pho, which is like Vietnamese soup that they were able to like gather all together in some type of like,
we gotta go. I gotta go check that out.
Yeah. There's a stuffed wing, like a stuffed turkey wing that they said that it's been there, but I have never seen it, never heard of it until this year. So I want to try
do you
that.
go to the fair every year? Are you a fair goer?
I am a fair goer, yes.
Okay. Do you ride the train or do you you drive all the way down the park?
I'll do both.
Okay. Did John Morant go to the fair this year?
Did John Morant? I think John Morant did go to the fair this year.
Yeah, dude. They go pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, man. They like the first day of the fair, they up there fighting. And then a couple of days ago, they're up here shooting. That's why I don't go to the fair, man.
Hey, that's why I don't go neither, but I'm going this year, man. I'm hoping with all of that happening, they discount the tickets. They be like, hey, we ain't had as many people, so we go discount everything. So I can go in there and rack up on this fried pho and some of this.
I have a friend that's been working there. I think this is her either 26th or 27th year.
What?
Yes. So and she's been working with, I work where I work.
Yeah.
She's been working at my full-time job for 41 years.
Is she a carny? Or she's not a carny. She just decides to work the fair when it comes into town. Wow.
Yeah. So I checked on her Saturday night and I didn't get a text message until Sunday to make sure she was good. So when she finally texted me Sunday, I figured nobody's going to go to the fair after what happened Saturday night. She said that Sunday was the busiest day ever. I guess because they delayed the time of opening, but it didn't stop anybody from going back. So.
All right. Who is Mel? Because Mel got it correct. That is absolutely correct. He runs 2 minor league teams, and those are definitely the two teams, the Corpus Christi and Round Rock, which I think they actually have something to do with, if my memory is not mistaken, but Texas Rangers and Houston Astros. I think those are the AAA affiliates to those teams. So we'll have to find out a little bit more about that. But shout out to Nolan Ryan for that. What you say, KD?
Shout out to Mel to getting the answer right.
Yeah, shout out to Mel. KD, I'm assuming them your peoples? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you own my t-shirt. So, all right. So as far as our local athlete this week, I'm giving a local team. And KT sent me a crazy video that the Duncanville Panthers have scored 176 points and have allowed 0 points. And I'm sorry, I had to acknowledge that because their schedule is not it is not for the faint of heart. They have actually played some tough teams, but 176 to nothing throughout 3 or 4 games that they played is just unfreaking believable. So my athlete of the week is going to go to the Duncanville Panthers football team. That is absolutely insane. And we should be out there. So everybody who's rocking with us right now, I think we're scheduled December the 27th to be out at the DeSoto Duncanville game. Hopefully that'll be a really good game, really good friendly contest. And so y'all can come rock with us. We would love to have y'all out there. Kevin, are we going to be sitting in the stands or are we going to be on the sideline for that one? Probably be sitting in the stands.
We'll be in the stands for this one.
Yeah, I want to sit in the stands anyway. I'm going to be honest with you. On the sideline, I can't see half the game. All I see is what's happening right there in front of us. When they're on the other end of the field, I never understood what's going on. So I'm looking forward to being in the stands on that one. All right, and lastly, Woman Crush Wednesday. We giving it to Jada Pinkett?
No.
Stacey Dash. Y'all seen Stacey Dash? Stacey Dash, she lighter than what she was. I mean, I think she got a skin bleached or something. Have y'all not seen this?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Katie, you get some compliments in the chat. You get some love out in the chat. It says, okay, they dogging on you kind of though. They kind of making fun. That's KD, damn it. What's up, KD, damn it? How you feeling today, man? Like I'm saying it like I can get an actual response back.
Yeah, he can respond back. So you just waiting for him to respond back in the chat.
Yeah, let's just wait. Everybody just be patient. No, I'm just playing with you. All right, let's keep this thing rolling. It is time for the kickoff question. Paying homage to Nolan Ryan. Again, we've told you the relationship he's had. Kevin, I kind of see the shade. You got him pictured up there with the Rangers uniform on. You could have showed a picture with any uniform, but paying homage to him. We want to talk about the Houston versus Dallas rivalry. And I didn't know this thing was so big until I moved here. And people from Houston just typically don't mess with people from Dallas. And people from Dallas, they want to make sure that they try to big brother people from Houston. So that's a real legitimate rivalry. But today, what I want to talk about is which one of those rivalries do you feel are the most intense? So Kevin, which rivalry do you think is the most intense in Houston versus Dallas?
Stop calling me by my government name on the show. But to answer your question, Lord. B. Jones, it is the fans. I don't think it's the sports teams. I think it's the fans. Because like you said, Houston don't like Dallas. Dallas don't like Houston. I mean, it is what it is. And you from Houston.
It is what it is.
You know what? If you from Houston, let's try to end all this violence, man. I really love y'all. Make sure y'all watching us on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central right here on our YouTube.
Stop the beef. Stop the 45, the I-45.
Self-destruction, man. We got to stop it.
All right. What about you, Katie? Which one of the rivalries do you think is the most intense?
Yeah. So I just think it's just the people that are from Houston and the people from Dallas. That's like the biggest rivalry. I don't feel like the sports teams or anything. I mean, I'm sure we had beef back in the day, like who was the better rappers. Cause back then.
I can tell you right now, that's what I was about to say. We're not going to talk about rap because when it comes to rap, Houston destroys Dallas. Yes, absolutely obliterates Dallas.
I agree. But I feel like Dallas, they both have their good things about them. Dallas is prettier than Houston, in my opinion. And then there's also since the change of, because of pandemic and all the new restaurants and stuff, I think that we have a little more to offer than they do now.
What about food? So when it comes to the food scene, who wins? Dallas, Houston. Come on, KT. Come on, hey.
Oh, I'm gonna stick with my hometown, but I know Houston got that fire down there.
I heard Houston off the chain. Because we got the home of seafood. Even though a man died from eating oyster down there not too long ago. Sorry, too soon. But I know they got some great food. Especially the chicken. Kevin, we've been invited to a chicken shack multiple times down in Houston. They got the Breakfast Club.
Is Frenchie's, right? Frenchie's chicken.
Frenchie's, the Breakfast Club. They got some popping restaurants down there that they doing it kind of major. So
did y'all have this when y'all were there?
We went to another restaurant.
Yeah, so we actually got it rocks with us on You Got Next. He goes on all our shows, watches all our shows. So Kevin told him we were going down to Houston and he invited us to his restaurant. And man, we had a smorgasbord. This man it was Chinese too.
We had too much food. You just saw me and B. Jones destroying that. Oh, we put
too much.
We put in some work.
We put in work, so it was a dope experience. But I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say the biggest rivalry is not football. I don't think it's baseball. I'm gonna go with.
You can't say the Rockets right now. It's got to be baseball. It's got to be Houston, the Astros versus the Rangers.
I was thinking more like boxing. I was thinking like some of the fighters that's coming out of here with the Earl Spencers versus the Charlos who from down there in that Houston area. I was thinking more like mixed martial arts or boxing. It's a straight. But that my real biggest rivalry is going to be Pro Skills, which is out of Dallas, Texas, versus Sci-Fair Elite, which is out of Houston. Those AAU, especially on the women's side, I hadn't seen the guys battle it out, but those guys on the girls' side is absolutely crazy. Now, speaking of high school football, KD, damn it, North Shore versus versus Duncanville is a crazy rivalry. So I think that's actually a great rivalry. But y'all need to check out that Pro Skills. Next summer, I want all y'all to come down to an AAU tournament and watch Pro Skills play Sci-Fair. You know what? I just thought of another one. Texas versus Texas A&M. That's an ugly rivalry. People from Texas A&M hate people from Texas. Well, I guess UT's more of Austin, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll say, they Austin. So it ain't no real colleges up here. Ain't no real colleges up here that beef with anybody. All right, well, let's move on. We got a fun one in store for y'all today. All right, so fun Nolan Ryan fact. Ryan is known for throwing an impressive 7 no-hitters during his career, which is a record that still stands to this day. All right, Ms.Manhattan, let's talk about it.
All right. Hey, y'all. So I know y'all threw a jab at Jada Pinkett earlier. So yep. I believe she dropped a tell-all, and she is doing a tour to promote the book, which she's already spitting all the facts online, as she's going around trying to sell this book. So we pretty much know everything, and she's crazy. But in between all the drama between her and her relationship and her life and her younger years, she dropped that Sports Life Talk is one of the best podcasts that y'all should come and listen to every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. So tell a friend, and make sure y'all share the news. So also, I have a drink this week. I've shared this drink before. I call it the Peach Sidecar. It's made with 3 ingredients: Douce, peach schnapps, and lemon. Yeah. Had to make sure. So it's a super easy drink to make. You just throw it in a shaker with some ice, shake it, and then just pour it. I like it in a martini glass. So if y'all have a martini glass, pour it in there. If not, y'all could just do like a regular cup.
And we better let somebody get a red Solo cup and stop playing.
And like you do at the family reunion, you know what I'm saying? She said a martini glass. Oh, that's real fancy. Yes. All right, man. So what's up with this Jada thing? I mean, we gonna talk about that?
I think she needs to be quiet. I think she needs to go somewhere and hide. And I really hate how she's making Will look. And even though Will is unbothered, he's somewhere unbothered, and he let us know that he has no comments for what's going on. I feel like he needs to say something, do something.
Well, you know what? I got a lot of thoughts on this. So thought number one is that I think she came out and said they've been separated for 7 years. Am I correct with that? 7 years.
She did say that, yes.
So that means that August Alsina thing was not the disrespect that I thought it was, right? That means that Will kind of signed off on that. He kind of knew what was going on. Hey, I'm not with her. We're on a break, which, separation, you're not supposed to be doing that. But, I mean, it kind of is what it is. So the August Alsina thing is the first thing that come up to my mind. But the table talks is what's kind of confusing me, because they kept this thing so secretive, but they acted in public as if they were still a power couple. Which brings me to point number 2 that's bothering me is like what we supposed to do now with Alicia Keys' song and and J. Cole line. You know what I'm saying? I want a real love, the Jada and Will love. But what we supposed to do with all these songs that had Will and Jada together?
B. Jones, I just think she's just talking. There's no way they've been separated for 7 years and Will has been there and did all that, man. I'm sorry.
KT, but why the slap? Why would you go on stage and slap Chris Rock?
If we've been separated for 7 years. It makes no sense. You know what? I used to love me some Jada Pinkett.
Really?
Good. Did you see her in Low Down Dirty Shame? Yes, I used to love me some Jada Pinkett, but now, man.
Peaches? She was Peaches.
No, Peaches was her friend.
No, that was her name, Miss Peaches. That was her name. She was Peaches.
I thought, you're right. You're right.
I watched Low Down Dirty Shame 76 times, sir.
No, you're right, man. I was wrong, but man, the whole Jada thing is just played out now, man. And I think the reason why Will isn't like getting rid of her because they didn't sign a prenup. So they said they would never divorce. He's worth like $253 million. And I think she's worth like $55 million.
Why would? But you know what? Though, in all fairness, why we just can't take that and go our separate ways then?
I don't know what's going on. They got just a weird relationship, B. Jones. Because I just say, hey, you can take half of this 253. I'm gonna make some more. Because I'm tired of this.
Not after the slap. It's gonna be hard for him to make his money now. You know, he was in Emancipation, which they released that, but it had already been recorded before the slap. So I don't know. I mean, I ain't really heard of Will name thrown around in no upcoming movies. I'm hoping he bounced back. He's one of my favorite A-list celebrities or actors in the game right now. But
just wait until Bad Boys 4 come out, and then he'll be right back where he needs to be. Because we're gonna support him. Because we love that series.
Is that rumored to be happening, Kevin? Bad Boys 4?
Yeah, they're gonna make Bad Boys 4.
Really?
They signed up for Bad Boys 4 and they did 3.
Man, that is super exciting. That is super exciting.
That's why they did the whole cliffhanger when he had a son that he's gonna be helping him, I guess.
Yeah, they said Woo was our best movie. Oh my goodness. What was the one with Lorenz Tate in it? They was out there on the vacation.
The Inkwell.
Well, Inkwell, yeah. What else was she in? Oh, Set It Off.
Set It Off. Sprung.
Set It Off was her best movie.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, Set It Off had to be her best movie.
No doubt.
It's got to be. Was she in Jason's Lyric as well?
Yep, she was in Jason's Lyric.
Man, look, I'm surprised I know all these Jada Pinkett movies, man. My goodness. Ms.Manhattan, what's your final take on this, though? What's the final take on this one?
Well, now that I got y'all's opinions, I was wondering, so my question was, what's keeping him? So like KT said, the value of him versus her. And then also, because she's doing this, is she painting herself out to be a bad person?
No.
In y'all's opinion?
No, she's selling books. She's doing exactly, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Will didn't just say, man, do what you need to do. Sign off on it. This is my thing about couples who are actors in Hollywood. Everything is theatrical to them. Everything is theatrical. I'm not trying to knock Will, but there's no way you can be who though they are, get as much admiration, love, and attention, and the world loves you, and you just not be theatrical, because you don't get a moment of peace unless you're in your house by yourself. Let's just be real. If they out in public, they are being viewed as Will and Jada, and I'm pretty sure that everything is kind of like sensationalized. I think Will probably okay with it. I think because the fact that he's being quiet tells you enough to know that it ain't no theatrics behind it. He's okay with it. So as far as what's keeping them together, I think it's love. I think that's what's keeping them together. They've been together for a long time.
Like B. Jones said, you go on national TV and slap the mess out of Chris Rock.
Well, but
you haven't been separated 7 years when that happened. I'm sorry.
KT, you did that after the August Alsina news came out.
You should have been slapping August like you did Chris, but
So if you didn't raise hell when August news came out and embarrassed you, and you got to come on the red table talk about it, wasn't nothing else going to embarrass you, man. That man went through the mud with that one. That's a wrap. He survived all things with me when it come to Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, so I guess this can be the last time we talk about Jada Pinkett, Alsina Smith Shakur, right? Because she just had so many stories going on, man. It's ridiculous.
Cool. What you talking about with that?
Tupac.
Oh, what? That was crazy too. Now, I kind of wish she wouldn't have said that one, because there was no way anybody can substantiate that. And then, she made that comment saying that he just wanted somebody to do time with her. I don't know if that's what Tupac people really want, that being out there like that. I think that was kind of a selfish thing to do, to play off of Tupac's legacy like that, man. That was kind of crazy to come out and say that.
Yeah, we know that they were best friends. We totally get that. They were down with each other, but goodness,
it's crazy.
She's doing too much.
Yeah, that was too much. I didn't like that part. And for those of y'all who are watching, the score is 46-42 with 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The Aces are down, so we could potentially have a game 5 if this score holds. I can't wait to see it turn out that way. All right, are we done with the Manhattan product?
So we talked about Gen V last week on Amazon Prime. Were y'all able to?
I have not watched it yet.
No? Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The boys from episode 1 had my attention.
Okay.
Gen V, it took a while for me to warm up to this. I'm gonna watch the whole season. Okay. Episode 5, which is the latest one that came out, is when I was finally like, okay, we're finally there. And then I realized how fine old girl was. I was like, goodness.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
I was like, man, this woman got some legs on her. But yeah, now Episode 5. I'm getting into it. It feels like the boys' universe now.
Okay.
Hey, I want to ask you, has anybody seen that movie, The Reptile, on Netflix? Have anybody seen that Reptile? I challenge y'all to go watch that joint. It's a little slow. It's a slow burn, but it's one of those like whodunits, which you don't really know how. It's basically a crime type movie. I challenge everybody to go watch that Reptile. It is pretty on.
Well, let us finish Gen V.
Oh yeah.
Once that's over, then we go to the Reptile.
Yeah, Reptile is just a one-time watch. We can do that anytime.
Yeah.
I think it was made for Netflix anyway, so we can do that anytime. But I hadn't started that Gen V. I told you I hadn't finished The Boys. So do I need to finish Boys before I watch Gen V? Okay.
It's a totally different show.
Yeah,
but you will see characters from The Boys on Gen V, but you can still watch it and not know. But I don't know how the rest of the season going to be, because then you may have to know what's going on in The Boys.
Yeah. Have all the episodes aired, or are they releasing it week by week?
They released like the first 3, and then they had like episode 4. It's 5 episodes now,
so it's fresh. It's still fresh.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I ain't too far behind then. I still got time to catch up. All right. It is time for the drop.
I got that. We got the drop. We dropping them. It's just wet. Look at that.
Yeah, man. All right, well, here we go. We talked last week in depth about the Drake album that came out. KD, is anything else coming out in the meantime?
No, Bad Bunny dropped something last Friday. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to it, but I heard it's pretty good. So if y'all are into the Latin vibes, check out Bad Bunny.
Okay.
We're gonna let you have that one. Like Bad Bunny, we know that he is a musical genius. He's a genius. He's a superstar. Just ain't my type of cup of tea. Now, when he's on wrestling, I'll watch him wrestle because the dude is pretty good. But musically,
he wrestles.
Yeah, the WWE, he's wrestled. We talked about this before, KD. Well, it's probably one of the 8 times you weren't here, so you probably weren't here when I talked about it.
10th times you weren't here. Hey, Kevin, I forgot to give our Nolan Ryan fact. So, fact, Nolan Ryan pitched in the major leagues for a remarkable 27 seasons that span from 1966 to 1993. That is absolutely crazy. 27 seasons long. Hey, since you know what, we'll do the drop logo again. I gotta rewind it back to the Manhattan Project because we missed a really big social media event that took place over the past week. Did y'all see this woman who was on a date with a man?
Oh yeah,
and she wouldn't get out of the car because they were in front of the Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all thoughts on that one?
She's stupid. And
go ahead, Cody.
I can side with the dudes saying, that they're sick of women. They're tired of women with their crazy expectations of paying her bills and taking her to 5-star restaurants. Because Cheesecake Factory it's not the best, but it's
what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
When did the Cheesecake Factory get a bad rep?
Nothing's wrong with it, but if it's like first date, maybe not Cheesecake Factory.
Oh Lord. Cheesecake Factory got one of the most expansive menus I've ever seen. They got 189 items, and that ain't including the cheesecakes. I'm talking about they got 60 different cheesecakes, and they got 190 entrees. You can get whatever you want at any time of the day at Cheesecake Factory. It is actually, if you really think about it, if a person wants to see, you don't know this person, you don't know them, because the first date, you should be trying to get to know them. Right. That's why people do first dates at like Starbucks and stuff. So I shouldn't take you to a fine dining establishment on the first date, because that might not even be your that might not even be your style. That might not be your vibe. Right. And there's another thing. I get tired of women saying that you did things a certain way when we first started dating, but you ain't keep it up. Why create a lifestyle or an image of yourself that's not repeatable? If I'm not a 5-star restaurant type of guy, why would I take you down your first date? And then you're going to be like, well, when we first started dating, you took me to 5-star restaurants. Now you don't take, but that ain't me. I eat at Cheesecake Factory.
saying, I'm not saying take me to fine dining first before Cheesecake Factory. I'm saying, like, if I'm going on a first date, that's not the first place that I want to go to, because that's where like families and stuff go to.
What's wrong with that?
There's too many rules for a first date now. It's like I got to spend over $200 to impress somebody on the first date.
No,
like B. Jones said, no, Katie, let me finish. Like B. Jones said, now it's the expectations. Mm-hmm. So I take you to one of those restaurants, and then the next time we go to Cheesecake Factory, then we go to Applebee's, then we go to places like that. Now you're like, oh, well, our first date, you did this.
And shouldn't it be a point to where people make themselves worthy? Shouldn't it be something special? Like, hey, we've been together for a year, or we've been together for 6 months. I want to celebrate our anniversary, and I take you to a fine dining establishment.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Cheesecake Factory is not the place to make it special. That's what I'm trying.
No, but this was a first date. This was a first date. I get that. Cheesecake Factory ain't for a special occasion. I get that. But we talking about a first date. It could have been Applebee's. Could have been Jelly's. At least Cheesecake Factory is the upper epsilon of family restaurants.
Exactly.
And guess what? You still gonna walk out that thing $70 to $80 broke on 2 meals.
That's why I'm glad I ain't got a date right now. Good grief, y'all get on my nerves. And I love women to death, but goodness, it's just too many rules. Oh, we can't go here. We can't go there. It got to be this much. It got to be that much.
Hey, but this is the thing that got me too. The dude is in a Tesla. Now, I know that you could get a Tesla if you got credit, but that's an expensive vehicle. I know from a pretty reliable source that person is paying somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500 per month on this Tesla. Everybody ain't driving them for a reason. This person has the money. So if you stop, you know what I'm saying, looking at the what is it? The grass from all the trees or whatever, the leaves from all the trees, whatever the saying is, you get what I'm trying to say. If you look deeper into this and say, hey, I need to be trying to get to know this person. What is he doing? Why? Because this person probably has got some bread on him. Mike got some money, and he wasn't a brother neither. It was like an Asian cat or an Indian cat, right?
He might own the Cheesecake Factory.
You never know. But here's the thing too: for her not to even get out the car.
Yeah, she was insane.
Well, and then the third part about that is the rudeness to record me without my permission. If he would have snapped and took her cell phone out of her hand, it would have been a real big problem. And I'm sorry, she was not that attractive. I
wasn't gonna go there, but I'm like, come on, everybody trying to do stuff for. She trying to go viral. She did that. So good luck to any brother that wants to take her out, because good grief.
But yeah, right, so, KT, you got a coaches group this week?
You know what, man? We did a show with the coach from Memphis named Josh Cooperwood. And that dude put us down with a song that I had to bring it today. And I hadn't heard it before. I may have heard it before back in the day and forgot how hard it went. But it's called Roll With Me. It's A-Ball, MJG, P. Diddy featuring Faith Evans. So if you haven't heard that, go to iTunes right now, download it, and no pun intended, but let it roll. I guarantee you're going to love it.
Let it roll. That's pretty funny. Hey, that was actually a good show too. I can't wait till that show out.
That show's off the chain, man. You can tell Coach messes with us, man. I can't wait to go down there and rock with him.
Hey, yeah, he talked about Young Buck and A-Ball and MJG. He coached at Memphis, y'all. So y'all got to understand, we started talking about some of that Memphis music, and it was just a fun connection. But I'll give our WNBA update since we got a break in the action. The number 1 ranked Aces 52, the New York Liberty 51, and the Aces are at the free throw line right now shooting the second shot. They just took the lead with 19.3 seconds left in the third quarter. I was kind of hoping.
Who are you going for, B? Who are you going for?
The reality of it is that I kind of checked out a long time ago. I didn't really think that there was any true competitors for the Aces, and I kind of accepted that the Aces have established a dominating dynasty that just probably won't be touched right now. What made it interesting is when they lost Chelsea. So losing that major player, I think, kind of turned the series around a little bit. So this game is a little bit closer than what I thought, to a little closer to comfort, but we'll see. But I'm rooting for the Aces, man. I don't know. Asia Wilson. I don't know.
You know, we had Coach Nana on the show too, man. Coach Nally Nakase.
That's right. I wonder if I could see Coach Nana on the side of the
You
sideline.
probably on the sideline. She's right there, sitting right next to Becky Hammonds.
Oh, and then somebody just Houston over Texas. Houston winning right now.
Well, Houston is a better team on the road, so you knew they were going to come here and play hard.
Yep. All right, if you missed it last week, I'm gonna show these real quick, and then we'll get to some pick six here. The sneaker that I'm really most, and I looked again today. Nothing still just rolled off my tongue. Nothing caught my interest, but these the Jordan 5 Retro 5 Alma Maniers. Remember, these are in the women edition. They will be coming out in the month of November. So we got a while. I think this is going to kind of be one of those Black Friday drops that they get everybody so excited about. But again, very gorgeous shoe to me, very beautiful shoe, and I tell everybody to go get that joint. Everybody go cop it. I don't know. I'm not going to elaborate on that one anymore. All right, KT, you ready to go to work, man?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let me turn that volume down a little bit. All right, KT, I got to find out who won the weekly contest this week. I was so upset that I didn't win. I didn't even check it this week. I was so disappointed in my performance.
I can tell you who it wasn't. It dang sure wasn't me.
It wasn't me either. That's for sure.
All right, so Jamal, you entertained the winner,
Allie J.
Allie J's with 147.9 points, and I actually finished number 7. Wow.
And I was right behind you at 8.
Yeah, man, KT, right there. Hey, Kevin, I only beat you by like half a point, bro. Look at that, man. I beat you by half a point. That is absolutely insane. All right, but
I blame Christian McCaffrey. I had Christian McCaffrey in my lineup. If he plays,
let me see who I had in my lineup, man.
Katie, where'd you finish?
Like last place, probably. I only do good the first 3 weeks, and then I just fall off.
Well, I had Jake Ferguson in my lineup, and Dak was off, and then I had Keenan Allen, and Eric Herbert was off. So I was in trouble to begin with. But my core was pretty good. Cooper Kupp and Keenan Allen was pretty good.
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, they killed me. That's what it was.
All right, KT. Well, let's do a would you rather, just for the sake of would you rathers. KT and I do these would you rathers all the time in our normal show on the You Got Next. So here we go. Would you rather get struck out or as a pitcher have a home run hit off of you? So would you rather be a batter, which is struck out, swing and strike out, or would you rather as a pitcher have a home run hit off of you?
I think I'm gonna go with getting struck out.
What about
Lisa?
I think struck out too.
Yeah, I think both of those are pretty. I think being struck out would be more normalized because you're supposed to go out swinging. We might have to change that to struck out to lose the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, struck out and it'd be the last out, but it'll be hard for me to want to get a home run hit off me because them cats go around the bases celebrating. They be doing all this, and then I gotta go. So they get the home base. It's a scrap. It's a scrap. Them dudes they be mad though. They be mad like that as well. All right, that's just our question for Nolan Ryan. But Kevin, I've been noticing a theme of a lot of overrated teams in the NFL. And I can count on my hand 4 or 5 of them right now that I think are just pure smoke and no flame, no heat whatsoever. Can't bust a grape in the fruit fight. Can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag if push came to shove. But Kevin, who do you feel is the most overrated football team? Who's fool's gold?
Well, that's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Goodness, I'm trying to think of all like the one-loss teams. So you got Philly, San Fran.
And I'm concerned about both of those.
If I had to pick out of those two, it'd be Philly.
I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are in trouble. There is no way in my mind right now that the Kansas City Chiefs is the best AFC team.
I mean, who would you go take? Oh, Miami over them, right? I would go with Miami over them.
Yeah, I would go with Miami over them, but I don't think the Chiefs is even gonna make it past some of these other teams. They struggle with the Jets, and the Jets got Zach Wilson at quarterback. I'm concerned, but the overhype goes even deeper in the NFC. Dallas Cowboys, they got to win. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying Cowboy stock right now either. Can't beat most teams scoring 20 points. And I know you got this amazing defense, but if Justin Herbert was just completed half of the passes he missed, that game is not even close. All right, KD, do you have a team that you think is a little bit overrated?
No, I know that the 49ers did good the week before last, so I kind of used players from then, but then this week's performance was so trash. So
yeah, but they had people get hurt. They lost Trent Williams, McCaffrey, and Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, they lost a lot of injuries on last week, so that's why that kind of happened that way. All right, this is a fun question for everybody. What is a sport that you are a fan of, that you are not a fan of, that you secretly wish you were? So what's a sport that you are not a fan of, but you secretly wish that you were down with it all the way through and through?
Tennis for me.
Really? Why tennis?
It just so many people are into it whenever they have the what is the US Open?
Yeah.
That's in New York. It seems like such a vibe. It's super chill. And then I wish I could not only be into it, watching it or going to the events, but also playing. I wish I could play it too.
What about you, KT?
I'm gonna go soccer, man.
Yeah.
I wish I was more into soccer. It's just all that running and nobody's scoring, and they run back on the other side, nobody scores.
Hey, what about a whole soccer game when nobody score a point? It's 0-0 and then go to a shootout. We just want 90 minutes of running around doing nothing. That's rough.
So good. I don't know. See, I don't know. The running around is good to me. I don't know. I like it.
I love it. I love watching soccer, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I knew more about the players and stuff. The thing about soccer that confuses me is when you go international, they got the Premier League and then the Platinum League and the National League. I don't know. They just got La Liga. It's so many different leagues. I can't keep up with it. So if somebody sat me down and taught me that, I would like it. But mine is Formula One racing. I don't know why. I used to be a Bobby Rahal fan and a Michael Andretti fan and all of that. And I just wish I could just sit there and watch motor racing the whole time. It just seemed have y'all seen how lavish these events are and how much money is in Formula One racing? The money's there. And we talking about sheiks and princes and big time money. And so it's a dope sport. But I can't watch it for the first. I watched probably 2 laps, and I'm like, oh, okay. What else we got going on? All right, y'all. This is a good one. And I don't know who sent me this. So shout out to whoever sent me this. Guy takes $10,000 from his girlfriend, steals it. The girlfriend don't know it's gone. He goes and places it on a sports bet that he wins, and he gets $100 million. He then goes back to his girlfriend, gives her $10,000 and tells her what he does. They, of course, break up, and she is now suing him for $40 million. But my question to the Sports Life Talk Nation is, if you won $100 million after stealing $10,000 from somebody, how much are you giving to that person?
I mean, to be real, he better give her. I gave her 50 because you stole her money. So it's not gonna be a good look.
Yeah, see, this is what get me. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Because you had $10,000 and I returned your $10,000. So the money I stole, I returned. But I found success.
You beat down the key word. You stole it from me.
It was stolen because it was without her knowledge and without her approval. So you stole the $10,000. But even if she had gave you the $10,000, what would you be giving her? That's my whole thing. If she had just said, "Hey, I believe in you. You gonna hit it right this time. Hit the $10,000. Go put it on that bet." How much would you be giving her? See, I think the stole is irrelevant. The fact of it is you made her whole.
How is it stealing irrelevant, B. Jones?
Because it's his girlfriend. If he had lost the money, if he didn't win the money, he would have had to deal with the consequences the same.
So now you got to deal with the consequences of stealing my money.
I doubt she would even broke up with him. I doubt she would have broke up with him for stealing the $10K, unless he was like a gambling addict or something like that.
He could have been a con artist who didn't stole her money.
Well, I mean, he did try to he tried to give her money back. So if I give you 10,000,
you gonna run me more than 10,000, player. Stealing from me? No.
So let me ask you a question. If he didn't win, what you would expect? You would have said that you're gonna give me more than 10,000. You stole 10,000 from me. I want my 10,000 back.
Yeah, you're gonna give me 10,000 with interest.
Yeah, B. Jones, without the $10,000, there's no $100 million, which you stole my $10,000 to make this.
See, this is my thing. Everybody's saying because you found success with that, you owe me. But what if I didn't win? If I didn't win, you wouldn't be asking for extra.
Well, you can't talk about what if because he did win.
But it does matter because you are
No,
saying
it doesn't.
that,
He stole her money. Won money with it. Is no if he didn't win.
If that man that stole your money, put it back in your account before you even knew it, what would you say?
You're adding new stuff to it, B. Jones. We're not doing that. It's simple. You stole my $10,000, won $100 million with it.
Because I stole from you, I owe you more because I won with it. So what you saying? So let me ask you this question. If I take some money from you right now, and I go buy $1 scratch off, and I win $500 with it, you saying that you owe $250 of that because I stole $1 off your cabinet?
Would you have won that without my dollar? No, you wouldn't have. And you just told me you stole my. So B. Jones, I was missing $1 the last time we went to AAU tournament, so I know what it is. So run me my 250, player. You just told on yourself.
I ain't with no 500 though. But no, I get where y'all going with that. I just kind of feel like if you invest in something, if right now one of y'all out there in the comments, y'all invest in a business, and that man say, hey, I need XYZ to start my business up, there is going to be a certain amount of money that you are going to get back. If I give you your money back, plus what I owed you, plus a little bit of more thank you, that's the end of it. And that's somebody who's knowingly investing. The fact that he stole it is irrelevant.
No, it's not. The word is stole, B. Jones. That's why it says I stole it from my girlfriend.
But that's a relationship. That has nothing to do with what I pay you back. The way I came across the money has nothing to do with me owing you more money.
Let's just move on because we're not going to agree on this.
No,
we're not.
No, man.
I want somebody to steal some money from you, B. Jones, and you feel the same way.
No. But hold on. With that being said, I would personally have gave the girl $50 million. I would just say
the point of us arguing just for a debate.
No, because I feel like everybody's saying he should have gave this and should have gave that. I mean, you brought something to the table and I paid you back. I can kind of see his point on that. I paid you back. I gave you what you owe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tighten you up with a little bit of something extra. He'll go another $5 million. You just made $5 million off of the money I stole from you, and you still want more because I found success with it? No.
Yeah, but that's the point that we're saying is that you should still throw a little because you stole it.
Oh, yeah, he definitely should come off some. He should come off. So I think he should come off the 50. And I'm not saying she invested. I'm just saying if that was an investment deal, we would view it differently. The only reason people saying it because he stole it, and all of a sudden now it's a conversation behind the stealing. All right, but we got to move on. Kevin, the NBA is around the corner, and we're gonna talk a lot of NBA here in the future. So I won't go too deep into it. But my question to you is, I'm watching this kid Wemby in the preseason, and it's looking nasty. Are you buying the Wemby hype, dog? Is this gonna be one of the greatest players ever to touch the floor?
I don't think he'll be the greatest. He's gonna be up there though, B. Jones. It's just the fact of his length and his skill set.
Man, you see some of the stuff he's doing?
Yeah, but I got a whole judgment on that. But hopefully he's gonna be one of the greatest because as long as he don't get hurt, because that frame he has.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's built for the NBA, but I'm ready to see it. He's gonna get buckets. It's gonna be hard to stop him, but we'll see.
They said they got him like on a special diet for him to like gain some weight. So have y'all seen a change from the time that he got?
Not yet. We're not going to see it right now, but it's
going to take a while. It's going to take a little while. Y'all know what? We never made our Super Bowl predictions. But as far as Wemby go, Wemby's one of a generation. He's one of a kind to me.
Yes,
I think he's the next LeBron. I think we had the Jordan era. I think we had the LeBron era. I think we're going to have the Wemby era. I think Wemby is going to be that guy that everybody kind of says is that superstar, bigger than life. I don't know what his personality is like. I'm hoping he has that kind of open personality, but It's going to be pretty interesting. Hey, as a quick update, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go into the Aces game versus the Liberty. The score is 60-58. Aces are still on top. All right, let's make our Super Bowl predictions real quick. We got enough. Chet Holmgren is who I like too. So in my fantasy draft, if I can get Wemby or Chet Holmgren in that first round, I'm going to snag one of them boys. But who you like for the Super Bowl right now, Ms.Manhattan?
I don't know. Ask me next week.
Well, let's talk a little Odell Beckham then. Let's talk a little Odell. Did you see him play last week?
I didn't.
He looked good. He looked good.
Watching like every week except this week because he wasn't playing, or it wasn't really announced till he wasn't playing.
Well, no, it was early in the morning. They played at 8:30 in the morning. So me and Cameron, we record on Sunday morning. So we literally was watching it during like we were about to go record with somebody. We had the game going on and we were talking about it because Kevin has Derrick Henry going in the league. So literally we were kind of going in and out on that during the recording of a show. But yeah, Odell Beckham played a solid game. I think I saw him make about 3 or 4 catches. He had some nice wiggles, some nice speed. One of those catches broke for like 40 yards. I think it was like 38 or something like that. He moved the Ravens in the scoring position. So I was impressed by Odell Beckham. So hopefully you'll get to watch him play pretty soon.
Yeah, shout out to my man.
Kevin, and that's another team. When I talk about overrated teams, the Ravens don't look good at all.
Yeah, I mean Lamar Jackson is killing me in fantasy, dude.
I mean, I'm just saying, how many times do you got to get to the 1 yard line and not get a point or get 3 points? Justin Tucker's killing it. I was super unimpressed with that offense. It just looks lethargic, but you can tell Odell made a difference. So hopefully they get healthy. And Zay Fly, Buffalo looks super overrated. Everybody want to talk about Buffalo. Buffalo looks super overrated.
Man, it's just a bad start to football, B. Jones. I know it's like teams that are 5-1, but some of these performances are just straight trash, man.
But I am a strong believer in the Detroit Lions. I'm a strong believer in the Detroit Lions. And I'm going to tell you, not taking shots at the Cowboys. I know a lot of people say I'm taking shots at the Cowboys, but y'all know I go on film all the time. I go in and I say that Cowboys don't have that chest, right? I feel like Cowboys don't know how to close and finish games when it's on the line. I feel like something always happens that holds them back. I feel totally opposite in Detroit. I feel like they lost. He got on national TV. He cried. He built that team through hard work and dedication. And I feel like they have a certain mental fortitude that is unbeatable. Like they are a physical team. The only other team I think can match their physicality is going to be the 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is very physical. Cleveland just ain't got no. They offense can't get going. But
Sean Watson, that $230 million was not a good investment.
No, it was not. But I will say this though, the Dallas defense is good too. Y'all got a real physical team as well, KT. I can't even put together the pieces as to why that thing was a shit show on Monday night. I wasn't impressed by him at all. But all right, I digress. KT, who you got for the Super Bowl? Who you got for your favorite?
Go 49ers, Dolphins.
Ooh, who win that game?
Dolphins, because I never root for the 49ers.
I mean, I know y'all gonna be like, this dude is a hypocrite. Hey, I'm going Lions, Chiefs. She's super overrated in my opinion, but I just think it's something gonna happen that's gonna get them. The Saints are trash. As a matter of fact, I hope the Saints lose every single game going forward. I hate the offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael is garbage. I hate the head coach Dennis Allen. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And personally, I'm not in love with Derek Carr. Everybody gassed me up telling me how Derek Carr was going to be the answer to this. I freaking hate him. I think the offense is stagnant. We went quarters after quarters without scoring. At this point in the game, I want Eric Bieniemy as a head coach. I've seen what this man over there in Washington with Sam Howell is looking amazing. Washington is a 500 team. Curtis Samuel is looking like a Pro Bowler. Brian Robinson and the other running back looking all world. So Antonio Gibson. So I'm just tripping on how horrible the Saints have been. It's super predictable. It's vanilla, and it's just bad football. I'm hoping that we lose every game. No, and I don't want Caleb Williams. I want Michael Penix Jr. Anybody watching Michael Penix Jr.?
Washington, yes, he is the truth, man.
He is the absolute truth. And it's funny that you say that, because that leads me into my yeet of the week is Michael Penix Jr. So I'm giving Michael Penix Jr. the yeet of the week. If anybody watched, they was in a battle with Oregon. It was number 7. It was the Pac-10 being all over television, and it was the opportunity to kind of get that showcase in the middle of the day. Finally, we get a Pac-10 or Pac-12. It's Pac-12, ain't it, KT, or is it Pac-10? I can't remember. But we get that game at 2 o'clock, 2:30 on a Saturday afternoon, and that game lived up to the billing in every way. It came down to a kicker missing the field goal. Was super surprised by the level of play. Now, I think that as teams go on and get better, I would like to see these teams get better, right, and still able to dictate and do what they do. But, man, it was one of the games, and Michael Penix Jr. was an absolute dog in this game. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns, 390-something yards. It was ridiculous. His stats was out the roof, but I think he became the Heisman favorite on Saturday this afternoon, KT. So Michael Penix Jr., for being extraordinary and elite, you deserve a yeet. And if the Aces hold on here for the next 3 minutes and 17 seconds, they are going to get the yeet of the week next week without any question. Let's go home. Let's get up out of here. It's been a fun time. I had a fun time. I know we was a little bit laid back today. We dialed it down a notch. But Kevin, do we got any last? You know what? Let me see. I know we got one more Nolan Ryan fact. Nolan Ryan holds the record for the most career strikeouts with 5,714. All right. 2-minute warning. KT, who you shouting out, man?
I want to give a shout out to all of the high school basketball players. The season is about to start. And just know that Sports Life Talk, we're going to be in your town soon. So I'm looking forward to that, B. Jones.
Man, we coming. We're going to be out there in the streets. I'm super excited. But Kevin, you missing, before basketball season, we'll actually be at Red Oak this Friday. So make sure y'all, if you're down in the area of Red Oak, come hang out with us, come kick it with us. We'll be at the Red Oak Killeen game. We had an athlete from Killeen come on our show, and then of course, for those of you who follow Sports Life Talk to You Guys next, we've had Braden Robinson, Taz Williams Jr., and Johnny Fitzgerald, all from Red Oak on our show, as well as Johnny Fitzgerald's older sister, who's a volleyball player. So we've done nothing but show Red Oak a lot of love. Kevin, who you rooting for this weekend? You gonna be Red Oak? You rooting for Red Oak?
What is that?
Are you gonna be rooting for Red Oak at this game? Or who you?
Yes, I'm going Red Oak. I'm glad the young man joined us from Killeen, but there's no way I can root against Red Oak, man. The way Braden Robinson did me when I was in Corsicana.
Y'all go watch that show. It was
I'm all Red Oak right now.
All right, KD, what's your 2-minute warning? Who you shouting out?
Just shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all share our pod with the friends, and we hope to see our numbers go up next week.
I'm shouting out CJ Stroud, number 1. I read an article today that CJ Stroud has 25 to 30 different handshakes. And what I mean by those handshakes is like when we see each other, we do something special. If y'all ever seen the guy, like the girls, they go down the line, each person got their own different handshake. That's what CJ Stroud got. So he had to memorize all 25 to 30 of these handshakes with his teammates. And then, of course, we're watching that rookie ball out of control in his rookie season, sent the Saints home packing, crying. So shout out to CJ Stroud. It's a big event this weekend for all my combat sports, MMA. Did y'all see that trash? Jake Paul and them, that WWE fight, that Logan Paul and them, all them out in the ring.
I'm not watching that stuff.
And they ruined it. They got to stop that. They got to stop that right now. That didn't even look right. That ain't what combat sports is all about. But this week we got a real big one, man, with Kamaru Usman, who is from the DFW area. He'll be fighting in a big bout in the co-main event, as well as the rematch of Volkanovski. I don't know why I can't think of that boy's name right now, but he is a absolute dog. So y'all go watch that fight on Saturday night. And my last shout out, it goes to the head coach, KT. we do a lot of work with this You Got Next. And if I could put it in perspective for everybody, you got to remember we record 7 to 8 shows. Sometimes even in a week, we can record 9 shows. On top of those 9 shows, now you got to remember each show is an hour of our time. And then on top of that, you got pre-planning, right? You got to do graphics and you got to plan for the shows. We got to get the links and all the stuff. We got to communicate with these people. We got to get them set up it's a lot of work. And then after we record and the lights go out, the studio empties. Kevin is still in there editing all of these shows, adding highlights and graphics and stuff to these shows so we can actually present it on YouTube. Now, we only get so many hours in a week. 24 times 7 is how many hours we get in a week. You subtract the fact that the man at least got to sleep 7-8 hours a night, and then he's working a day job over there at the school, helping out those middle schools. Kevin, I don't know how you do it, man, but super, super huge shout out to you, bro. Because without you going into work and doing that, I don't know if we would have this platform and have this show popping the way it is, man. So I don't want to get emotional, but, bro, you deserve a yeet for that, dog. For real.
I appreciate it, man. It's about time you said something nice.
All right, well then, with that being said, you about to get that Robin Ventura. You about to get that Robin Ventura work from Nolan Ryan, man. Shout out. If and Kevin, if you find that dollar, let me know because you owe me an apology. I didn't steal your dollar. Hey, we had fun tonight. Thank y'all for watching. Last WNBA call. The score is 64-62. Aces are at the line with 2 minutes left to go in the game. Oh, excuse me, 66-64. 66-64, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the game. I don't know. We might be watching history in the making here. So y'all go tune in to that. We're going to let y'all get out of here. Don't forget to tell a friend. Come back next week, Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to watch YouTube and stream it on the podcast version, wherever you listen to your podcast, man. I love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. We're going to do this thing again. Hey, episode 200.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and their attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.